What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
Individuality for me is so important in this competition because that's what makes the house remarkable.
Award-winning interior designer Susie McAdam.
It's important for me that the objects and furniture in a home reflect the homeowners.
And award-winning architect Amanda Bone.
A well-designed layout is efficient and makes the most of the space.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Since 2017, architects Rachel and Chris Larmour have been restoring and converting an 1800s mill building into a family home in County Down.
It had been overrun by ivy and trees and the roof had fallen in.
We wanted it to be quite modern and contemporary, which is our kind of style, but we wanted to be quite sympathetic to the character of the building as well, which is what we fell in love with.
I think some people are surprised when you come in purely because it's so open, especially with the entranceway and having double height spaces. It brings a lot more light into the house.
We've got some beautiful original features in the kitchen. The original stone wall, which has holes in it, which is actually where the mill chutes came down. And then we have the original beams as well. The metal stairs that we went for, it was sort of chosen because of the industrial kind of feel that's going on in our house.
The theme throughout has been stone, wood and metal because a lot of those materials were already there and we're just trying to reflect the existing building.
So my favourite spot is the bathroom with the natural stone wall and the green colours like the tiles and candles that bring the outside in. Just creates a really nice, warm and relaxing space that I get to enjoy every evening. I love the character of our home. I just don't think it's anything I ever get sick of or bored of. Every time we walk in and see a stone wall, I can't help but still just fall in love with it.
The judges must now assess the home, armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
It's great to see the restoration of these old mill buildings, and this one has been treated with respect. It's a real pull at your heartstrings.
There's a real care you can see in the restoration, and I'm really intrigued to see if that care has been brought through to the interior as well. Will we go in?
Let's.
Wow, very crisp. A great entrance hall. It's very contemporary. We have this open staircase.
The way they've designed and installed it, it actually doesn't touch the old walls, it's sitting off the walls.
There's an industrial vibe going on in this building, which is very much what this building was.
A really grand scale dining room. It feels a little bit like a boardroom to me. The fact that it's grey with the grey chairs, I would have liked a little bit more warmth and colour.
I think it's a very interesting room. The homeowners have been very brave in terms of making the dining area open plan and part of the entrance hall as such. I think it works.
One thing I've noticed in the dining area is there are 16 downlights. So you must need your sunglasses to have your dinner here.
I love this kitchen detailing.
Lovely space, low ceilings. Love some of the original features like the big timber, pine beams. There's a real respect by the owners of the original fabric of the mill building.
I really love this kitchen. The materiality is really successful. What works really well is the tone they've chosen for the cabinetry. It adds a real sense of warmth to this room because we have the exposed stone walls and a grey tile floor, but it doesn't feel cold. It actually feels cosy.
When I walk into this room, I see these doors and windows, and personally I feel any new intervention into this home should be modern.
I'm not sure if I agree, Amanda, because it is a historical building, and I think there has to be a sympathy and awareness of that.
What a most unusual living room. I have this beautiful cut stone detail all the way around. Again, they've respected what was here and they've exposed it. That's really great to see.
This is so open, so bright. Well, this is a terrific sized bedroom. I love how they follow the lines of the pitched roof, so you have great height. The size of the room allows for a really generous bed. And the cool white paint colour on the walls that emphasise the height, but also contrasts very well with warm texture of the exposed stone wall.
They've cleverly chosen these blues, greys, beiges that almost complement the palette we see in the stone. So despite the fact that there's a lot of raw materials in this room, it doesn't feel that harsh.
Lovely colours, just a treat. You know, you could really enjoy getting into that bed and falling fast asleep.
The homeowner has chosen quite a nice washed out wood in the lockers and this lovely little dresser in the corner. But this piece to me really jars with the other furniture. I think if they'd gone for an armoire or an antique piece in a single tone, it would have sat a lot better in this room.
Gosh. Look at this. Their favourite spot. Beautiful big bath. You can just imagine yourself lying here in the evening with your seaweed wrapped around you.
Great detail about this bath is that it's quite elevated. So when you are in your seaweed bath, it can support the shoulder, which makes it the ultimate in comfort.
Every room in the house that we've been into has a different floor finish. And I would like to have seen a little bit of continuity. Also, it just feels a little bit claustrophobic, and I wonder why they didn't try to get an actual window in.
I don't agree with you at all, Amanda. I think there's tons of light coming in. I'd be very happy to have this at home.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
This home is a carefully restored 19th century mill house and the most elegant red brick chimney. The homeowners have employed best conservation practice by carefully restoring the remaining historical elements. The kitchen is very contemporary, but all interventions, such as the doors and windows, should have been modern in my opinion. For me, there are too many different types of floor finishes throughout. For these reasons, I'm giving this home a 7.
The homeowners have completed an ambitious restoration, retaining the original fabric of the building while giving it a new lease of life. They've displayed an awareness of colour and textiles in their accessory choices, although some of the furniture feels at odds with the refinement shown in the restoration work. A 7 for me.
This beautifully restored Georgian mill set in the rolling countryside is picture postcard perfect.
It was new beginnings for Val O'Kelly and Carl Sline when they built a modern home in Cork to amalgamate their 2 families.
I would describe it as a very happy home. It's just been a great fun house to live in. A lot of the walls are neutral, and then we put in our punches, our little features. A lot of the artwork around the place is done by my niece. I have a lot of paintings from my dad. It's absolutely just gorgeous to have all the people I love around me.
The kitchen, living, dining area, we decided just to make it this large open plan area. It's become the area where everybody just hangs out.
In the evening, we like to go into the living room. So this is our favourite spot. It's a place where we can all get together and watch a movie. It's also a place where we can just chill out and look out into the garden, see the beautiful colours, or listen to the birds sing. And for us, it's our perfect spot. We're always saying how grateful we are to live in this house. It's an honour. It means the world to us. Yeah.
This looks like a contemporary take on a traditional type of house.
My eye is drawn to a sculpture of an apple in the hall, so I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of this home.
Shall we go in?
Let's.
This is dramatic.
What a fantastic entrance hall. This is really quite opulent in its size.
I just love this entrance hall because as soon as you come in the door, you can see straight out to the back garden. Also, it's full of light, both from this level and from the first floor because of the double height space.
They've chosen this rich shade of navy, which acts as a strong backdrop to their original collection of art. That mural.
What a smashing big room, isn't it? Really big kitchen, lots of space down here, big table in that bay window taking in the sunlight, and then we have a lower living area down here opening out into the terrace.
They've added these punches of colour, so we have the mint green, the pinks, the yellows. It's almost as though they're bringing the colours from the mural right into this room.
Looks like a room that's been designed for a different layout. But I'm wondering, as it's a family home, maybe it just suits the family at this stage. It's a large space, the layout can easily be changed over time, with a table here, seating there, or vice versa.
This is just a great kitchen. I like that they've put in the timber beams in the dark grey because it just gives a little bit of definition.
It's spacious, it's bright, it's modern with flush detailing, clear surfaces, and a lovely grey and white colour scheme.
I'm unsure if the beams are structural, so for me they actually take away from the clarity of the space.
I also don't think you need the style or colour of those chairs in the room.
Best bit of this room for me is the colour, Amanda.
Of course it is, Hugh.
Lovely big space, isn't it?
Ah. The homeowner's favourite spot. Oh. And I imagine this is their escape. We have the solid fuel fire, a great view of the garden, and this very striking undulating wall installation.
Amazing collection of artwork and sculpture. But the best bit about it are these really tall windows which allow great connection out to the garden. They obviously have green fingers.
This room doesn't feel quite right. It's the furniture, it's all very samey. The table, the coffee table, the chair and the sofa. There's no hierarchy. There's no one piece that takes precedent or stands out.
L-shaped sofas are very popular, but they only work in certain areas. And I think in this room, it really hinders the connection between the living and the terrace because they face the wall.
Isn't this extraordinary? I have a glass walkway looking right down. Amazing feature, isn't it?
They've cleverly used the glass floor so the light really penetrates right through to the ground floor.
Wow, look at the height of the ceiling in this bedroom.
Oh, gosh.
Beautiful colours in here, painted on the walls and the ceilings.
What I think is really clever in this room is this freestanding wall, because it's acting as a bed back, but also conceals built-in wardrobes. And by keeping it at the lower height, it's acting as a room divider while allowing the wardrobe to remain open.
But for me, I dislike that it's off-centre. I would have preferred if the wall was actually freestanding in the room, and it would have meant the bed was centred directly with the window as well.
So the lighting is nearly right by virtue of the fact I have two lovely lamps on either side of the bed and I have a fantastic pendant. Unfortunately, the two lights in the ceiling should have been lowered so that they're actually lighting the dressing area.
The triple aspect open plan is very spacious, and I just loved the overall feeling when standing in the kitchen. In my opinion, the furniture in the living room doesn't work. It's all too similar. I'm giving this home an 8.
The homeowner's pops of colour and collection of art and objects stamps their mark on this spacious home. For me, the use of spotlights which caused glare in some of the rooms and the lack of ambient lighting hadn't been resolved fully. I'm giving this home a 7.
The homeowners have designed a spacious and expansive home filled with natural light and bright colours. I particularly admire their extensive art collection, which added a real personal element to this modern home.
10 years after buying their home in County Dublin, Sally Ann and Rory Mitchell transformed their 1920s cottage.
We'd knocked walls up and down and moved it around a bit before we did the main job.
We knew what we wanted. The house is designed where all your open public spaces, as it were, are in one side of the house. And then on the other side of the house, it's private. It's all our bedrooms and bathrooms. But down the end of the corridor is our bedroom, and it has double doors leading out into the garden. So this is our favourite spot. It's a retreat away from the rest of the madhouse. It's calm, it's restful, it's a peaceful place. You throw open those doors, you lie in bed, you can hear the birds sing. This is definitely a special place to be.
We're very fortunate to have the garden, so during lockdown, the kids were outside a lot, the weather was great, so in the scheme of things, I think we're pretty fortunate.
It feels homely. I think we're really proud of what we've done.
Yeah, like I suppose we love the house, so I think we're really happy with it, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is a well-presented turn of the 20th century cottage. What I really love is the little splash of red on the windowsills.
A very pretty facade. I love the old slates and the ivy growing up by the door.
I love these houses because you never know what's behind the door. Is it going to be the existing house, or is there going to be some huge transformation?
Oh, my goodness. How amazing is this? And you have this lovely little workspace. There's just so many layers here. It's fantastic.
I did not expect this. It's very, very clever design because there's no hint from the street of an extension of this size and scale.
It almost feels like an amphitheatre, these continuous levels stepping down and down until you reach the garden.
The beams are very much in evidence in both spaces, and I love the scale and the sheer chunkiness of them.
It's very hard to define the style of this kitchen. There's so many different elements.
I don't want to be negative, but if I was, I'd question why have you got a country-style kitchen when you're clearly going for an industrial kind of loft-style vibe.
If you go for an industrial look, and I do understand where you're coming from, Amanda, I think then you get very rigid in the materials and the furniture you can use. And I think they have a bit of everything here, and it all just merges perfectly.
I think what's quite special about this living room is even though it has the very high ceilings, it still feels very cozy, somewhere you really want to curl up. I think the choice of sofa would allow the whole family to sit here.
If I'm honest, it all feels a bit cluttered from down here.
I think people do need furniture, and they need big, comfy furniture, and they need personality, and the home has oodles of personality.
Underneath the staircase, which can often be an awkward space, they've designed this absolutely gorgeous nook in the fabulous burnt orange velvet, lovely library and all their personal photos. What a nice addition to the room.
Just look at this. What a great space, and we've got the adult area here.
Architecturally, I'm a bit unsure about the two forms. The open space that we saw in the original house, I think is a little bit jarring with the extension which contains the bedroom.
Architecturally, it's just not working. So when you're inside, they've applied that industrial style. And because of the size of the space and because in parts you're up above the ground, you actually do feel like you're in a type of loft space. However, out here, it's like they force the style on the back of a regular house. And also, what is this obsession with Irish people and wicker outdoor furniture? It's heavy, it's lumpy. There's so many other different types of materials and furniture available, but it just seems that this is the type everyone has to have.
Do you not want a bit of sugar or something? You need something to sweeten you up. Do you know what I mean? You really need something to sweeten you up. I think it's just fabulous. I'm looking at this, and that industrial vibe you got on the inside is outside as well, in the way the timber's been used. I like it.
Hugh telling me I needed a bowl of sugar is just stupid. Brilliant. Great view out to the garden. And the favourite spot?
You can see why this lovely private terrace out here. The sun coming in here in the morning because this is facing east.
I can imagine lounging there at the weekend, and with the trees, you almost feel like you're in the countryside. They've gone for this warm tone on the walls, which they've continued through to the curtains, which are ceiling mounted. That can be quite successful because it really emphasises a sense of height when we are a bit constricted. What a gorgeous little boys' room. I love the matte red on the walls. It's very textured and a lovely view to a great courtyard. Oh, and an ensuite. A luxury for a kid's bedroom, I think.
Very small room, but they've managed to get everything in, and the little chair behind you is great.
A great little hideaway.
What an unexpected treat to walk through the door of this unassuming cottage, only to be blown away by a stunning split-level room. This is an exceptional family home full of great design, style and charisma. I'm just delighted to give this home a 10.
What an enigma of a house. From the exterior, you have no hint of the design concealed behind this picturesque facade. The highlight for me was the layered kitchen and living space that continue to reveal an abundance of unique design details. I'm happy to give this home an 8.
I was very impressed by the unexpected, bright, open plan space.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Hugh tells us his score for the mill in County Down.
They'd left all the windows where they were, which if anything added to the character of the home. From my point of view, there were just too many lights in the ceiling. And this home really would have loved ambient lighting. So for that reason, I gave this home an 8. 2 7s and an 8 is 22.
Next, Susie reveals her score for the modern home in Cork.
When we entered the hallway, you were met with this dark navy blue walls that acted as a very dramatic backdrop to their collection of art. Furniture felt the wrong scale and layout, and those are vital elements, so for that reason, I gave this home a 7.
2 7s and an 8 is 22.
And finally, Amanda gives us her score for the transformed cottage in County Dublin.
The works had been carried out in an industrial style, so I just found it a bit strange that the kitchen was very much a country-style kitchen. But also, when standing in the rear garden, I didn't think the architecture worked. It looked very forced. So for those reasons, I gave this home a 7.
Oh, you must be joking, Amanda. It's absolutely outrageous. So that's an 8, a 10 and a 7. 25. And we have our winner. That amazing cottage with that marvellous extension.
The home through to the final is the cottage in County Dublin. Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.